It's very easy for us to always point accusing fingers at other people because of our misfortune. But do you ever pause to ever ask yourself, why is it always me? Why do I have to always experience this? And you get to realize that in the actual sense, you are the constant and every other thing around you is just a variable. So when I'm talking about finding growth in unexpected places, a lot of times we don't expect certain people to be of value to us. Because most of the time, how we build strong relationships with people, sometimes it just happens like, it just flows naturally. Imagine you could just be going somewhere and you just happen to have had a conversation with somebody you've never met. You may be having a conversation with somebody and you'd be amazed the kind of perspective this person has about the same issue you are probably facing, and you'll be amazed that you could learn so much from maybe somebody you just met. It could be a friend, the person could directly impact you. It could be a stranger, it could be an acquaintance, it could be somebody you've known over the years. Anything money can buy, relationship can pay for that, because sometimes it could just be, because you know certain people, you get opportunities in certain places. So it's very easy for us to want to shift blames to people because it's actually difficult owning up to the fact that sometimes as humans, we are fallible and we mess up. Anything that goes wrong in your life, I tend to have this opinion that you are the captain of your ship. So if anything goes wrong in your life, you should take sole responsibility of that. I imbibe that kind of mentality. So if anything goes wrong, it's my fault. If I'm running a business and it fails, it's my fault. The economy may have played a factor, the government policies could have played a factor, but at the end of the day, the primary reason why that business failed was because of me. Beginning of 2022, I just entered my final year and I was hoping that as at probably maybe April, May will be done. But then ASU had other plans for us and all of us were now pushed out of schools now. There was strike. So I was at home, and one of the most important things that helped me during the whole strike period was relationships. That I was able to get jobs, that I was able to get certain opportunities. I was opportunity to enter certain places was because of the people I happened to have known and built solid relationships over time, and that I was able to learn and grow and upskill myself was as a result of that fact too. As absurd as this may sound, failure is one of the ways we could discover growth in unexpected places. Yeah, we've been trained, we've been cautioned, we've been conditioned to look at failure as a bad thing. We've been conditioned to look at failure as a bad experience, and a lot of times we try to avoid failure. But the truth is that if you don't fail at something, it's going to be difficult to succeed at that thing, because failure is just first attempt in learning, as Erogeson will put it. And then if you are trying out something for the first time, of course you are liable to fail. I look at experiences of children. You can imagine when a child is growing and a child is learning how to walk. It's not immediately the child stands up, the child starts walking. The child is going to stand up, fall. The child will stand up again, fall. The child keeps failing. The child keeps falling. But after falling, he would stand. And the parents are happy because when we are young, people expect us to fail and we don't bear the consequences. The truth is that even as you grow, as you advance in life, you are going to make mistakes. You are going to fail at things. But it's not as bad as we think they are. A lot of times it's just our brain that over-exaggerates these things. And the essence of failing is to learn from failure. And if you always tend to see failure as a bad experience, it will be difficult for you to learn from that experience. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine and he felt bad about himself. He had academic setback, so he was feeling somewhat annoyed, somewhat sad, somewhat depressed. You know, he's looking at us people in his sets we are living and he's still staying behind, and some people may be asking, I
thought your course is 5-year course, so what's going on? Are you not graduating? What's going on? We did not sign your shirts, we didn't do this, we didn't do that.
So while we were having this conversation, I just told him, see, the truth is that everybody's path in life is different. You may encounter setback, you may encounter certain things that you may feel, it's a setback and it's something that will make you feel bad. But the truth is that if you understand that everybody's path in life is different and you understand that all of us are going to different places, our timelines are different. A lot of times we tend to compare ourselves to people, and it becomes a bad thing because we compare ourselves negatively. We don't compare ourselves in a way that would help us to grow and become better. We compare ourselves in a way that will make us feel depressed, feel sad about everything. So one of the most important things I have been able to learn with time is that change is a constant. As much as we don't want to admit this fact, things are going to change. Nothing in this life is permanent. You know, people will come, people will go. When I'm filming this video, there's a classmate. He just died, and it was an emotional moment for me. It struck me because this was the same guy that, you know, we entered school, we graduated. A couple of weeks ago, he was declared missing, only for them to say that, they found his body, he died. And it got me reflecting. It's something that I've always reflected on. It's something that I've always held dear, because I try my possible best to spend time with the people I love, the people I cherish. And I do so because I know that things are going to change. Leaving school now is a whole new experience. It's something I'm doing for the first time, and it's sounding it's feeling awkward because this is the first time that people are resuming school and I'm not resuming school. And the things I usually do, like when I'm in school, I'm missing them right now. Like, we resume school, we prepare, we go to class, we do all those things. I get to meet my guys. I'm a chorister, so I get to go to my choir, CSC. All these things, I'm already missing them, and it would have been sad. It would have been more sad if when I had the time, I didn't really spend it on doing the things I love, because at the end of the day, everything we have now is going to be a memory. You may love something, you may love somebody. One day that thing will be gone. It's not like we're praying for anybody to die, but death would come. We're not praying for bad things to happen, but bad things will still happen. So if you really cherish something, you should spend time doing that thing, because one day it will be gone. I beg, if you've watched to this point in time, just like the video. I know you like it already, so just like it, give it a thumbs up. And you could consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed yet.